Before I get started, I'd like to mention how all of this was pre-recorded in advance. So if by chance any of our characters have actually been confirmed for this game by the time this video comes out, sorry, we didn't know at the time.
Mighty Action Joker!
Sup, I'm Insavian. Blade Blue Cross Tag Battle, God I hate that name, is going to be available at some point in the nearby future. And what better way to hype it up than by making a list regarding the characters that we want in the game. And I'm emphasizing the we because I'm not the only person who's going to be in this video. Accompanying me is the nation's leader Ignant Rizzy, as well as the ultimate tactician Slicktactics. Welcome aboard, guys.
Hey, y'all, what up? It's Rizzy, and thank you Insavian for having us on board with this whole thing.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the slickest of tactics. What's up?
Let me explain what's different about this video than my normal ones. We each have a list of 5 characters we want in Cross Tag Battle, and reasons as to why we want them. We'll be going off our list one at a time, starting at number 5, from me to Slick to Rizzy, all the way until we reach number 1, which I'm going to do the best I can not to drag everything along. Also, we have at least one character per franchise that we want in the game. However, each list is kind of pushing towards their own thing, so you'll probably see the pattern when you watch this. Enjoy our lists. My first character is for Uniel, which is Shion, or Eltnum, their multi-blood representative. I don't necessarily want her to play her, I just want her for representation. It would just be cooler to continue the support of the Dojin fighter with her appearance, since Multi-Blood was supposed to have an HD remake, but didn't end up happening. Her style of rushdown pseudo keep away would be pretty troublesome to handle against, since in anime fighters, you only die if you get touched. Eltnum could give you a slight advantage in both departments. Obviously I'll play her if she's available, but I really just want her in the game to have her in the game.
I technically have 2 number 5 spots for this, but one is more of a what if than a definite spot, and that's Makoto from Persona 5. If the Persona side actually had incorporated the roster from Persona 5, Makoto would be number 1 on the Persona side list because she is wifey. She most likely will be a rushdown character due to her martial arts styles, and you know, she punches people in the face. That's always a turn on for me for girls. On the other hand, I would want Makoto from Blaze Blue. And now I'm just realizing there's also Makoto in Street Fighter 5 who also punch in the face. Wow, Makoto must mean punch in the face in Japanese. But anyway, the Blaze Blue Makoto is more realistic squirrel girl who punched people in the face. She was my favorite since Blaze Blue 2, and she's really fast and she had really great gameplay style. So, Arc, add one of them. Add one of the Makotos, or I will find you. I'm not playing Arc. Don't fuck this up.
Alright, so hear me out. For those of you who don't know, I am extremely unfamiliar with RWBY as a series. With that being said, my number 5 pick for this game goes to Yang, and I'm pretty much basing that on the death battle that she had against Tifa from Final Fantasy VII. Now, from her playstyle, I can immediately tell that she'd be a heavy rushdown, more in your face, close to mid-range type of character. And I find it kind of weird that she hasn't been announced yet since, you know, she's one of the main characters. But I have no doubt in my mind that she'll appear sooner or later. Now, her personality would be another really good reason to include her in this game. Her spunky attitude, her smack talk, ready to throw hands. She can really get a player hype before the fight even starts for that upcoming set, or, you know, that inevitable salty run back. But she's basically like Chie from Persona 4. Well, that right there would be an interesting scene. Gauntlet bullet hands, along with killer kung fu schoolgirl. Take it away, Insavian.
Do we even know what Etc's for? I have a guess. Characters from other anime fighters, which for now I can only think of Dengeki Bunko, a fighting game with actual anime characters. If that is the case, I'd want Rentaro to be in the game. When playing Dengeki Bunko that one time at Anime Expo, he was the most fun to play as, even though I needed incest to win. I still would want him as one of the Etc. characters, if that's what they're going for. Yes, he is another rushdown heavy inspired character. Believe me, the entire list won't be like this. But we can't help but enjoy the characters or playstyles we use the most. Even though number 4 is just based on speculation, this may not even be what Etc. is for, but I can dream, can't I?
Now, this is my main in the newest edition of BlazBlue, Hibiki. Hibiki is the type of dude who can go all over the place with his mix-up and misdirection setups he has. His footsies are also really good, so I can just press a button and pop up to another direction before you even realize where I'm at. The fun in this character is his ability to control your position, as your opponent will rarely be able to keep up with you in your movement and insanity. Hibiki is the type of character that make anime fighters shine, because if you can keep up with him, we have a show, but if you don't, bam, you're done, and we still have a show, just a quick show. Hibiki will probably be on my main team if he actually becomes confirmed, because oh my goodness, he has amazing speed and he can control most of the space on screen and can be very scary at times. Have you seen this Astaroth finish? That's kind of creepy.
Yo, look at this female Kenshin Himura looking ass. No, let me stop. But no, seriously. My fourth pick for this game would go to Yuzuriha from Unil. Yuzuriha is pretty much everything that I would like about an anime character. She's waifu, looks really cool, she has big boobs, long ass sword, and her fighting style is awesome. She's a little bit similar to Juri in Street Fighter V. Oh, Jesus, God, Street Fighter V. Well, her charge, whatever the hell thing she has. But anyway, her sword covers pretty much the entire screen. She can pretty much hit you with full screen combos and do a lot of damage without being up close. So I think she will be a really good complement to my previous pick, which is Yang. Yang being in your face, Yuzuriha being mid to far range. It'd be a pretty good team. Okay, I played Unil one time, maybe two. And in my time playing, she was the only character that I actually found interesting, from her design to her playstyle to everything, pretty much. So yeah, she's pretty much my number 4 pick for this game. And I still ain't doing that play everyone arcade mode on hard difficulty. Y'all can have that. Take it away, Insavian.
Oh great, I have yet another rushdown combat inspired character. Go ahead, lock me up, I ain't even gonna continue no more.
I found Hazuma's new best friend.
I may not care for Ruby, but I do enjoy the fighters class, so Yang is definitely someone I'd want to play in this game. I'm also pretty sure she just wasn't revealed yet, because I thought she'd be easily one of the first people to be introduced to the game. There ain't much else for me to discuss that hasn't already been said. Hopefully she'll be introduced soon, because if she's not, it's gonna get really awkward.
I found Hazuma's new best friend, Torchwick. First of all, he fights with a cane that also shoots people. When I get old, I was always thinking to myself, I'm gonna get myself a cane sword. But fuck that, I want a cane gun. Like, oh my goodness, that's just the personified version of, hey you kids, get off my lawn, and bam, oh crap, he got a gun. Even though we never discover his semblance, he's a very formidable opponent. Because, oh my goodness, he kept up with Ruby, got his butt kicked by Blake the second time, but he held his own against Blake and Sun the first time, and he held his own against Ruby, which makes him, fightable. But from those fights, we should have enough to make a moveset out of it. Also, he's a lot more skilled in combat than you would think. I mean, seriously, have you seen this show? I'm pretty sure everybody, including that old man, knows how to really, really fight. It would be a shame not to add a man with such many feats. And seriously though, come on, that's Hazuma's new best friend, you gotta add him.
Alright, now the only Persona character that I really want in this game, well besides Yuna who's, you know, already in the game, overall is Naoto. Now Naoto varies from being a rushdown character to a keep away character, hell sometimes even both. But her specialty lies in the fact that she can make traps with her persona and give herself a makeshift barrier. Now the pistol that she carries is capable of making either a keep away situation, a bait, you know, from her canceling her gun, or an anti-air situation since she can shoot in numerous directions. The persona itself is a pretty solid zoning tool and can give her a barrier to defend against heavy rushdown characters, which is normally needed in games like this. But overall, she's a pretty fun character to use and can be played in a variety of different ways. Not to mention, also to mention what she's hiding under that coat, but we ain't gonna talk about that right now. Unless Insavian decides to put something on the screen, but we ain't gonna talk about that right now.
Jumping back into Dojin Fighters, I spelled fighters wrong. Have y'all heard of Akatsuki Blitzcamp? It's currently one of my favorite Dojin fighters, but longer story short, the same name, Akatsuki from the Dojin, became playable in UniL, and hopefully that remains to be the case in Cross Tag Battle. And I'm not saying the full name because, again, the original name is really stupid. Anyway, Akatsuki really fits my overall playstyle to a T. Projectile, Tatsu, anti-air, parry, he's basically my character. I understand, however, that he may not be all that viable in this game. In UniL, he was one of, if not the worst character in the game. It wasn't because he was bad, but because he was a traditional fighting game character in an anime fighter's world. I'm sure he'd be fine if the developers gave him the Street Fighter treatment and make everything link into each other like they should. If he's not in the game, I'd be upset, sure, but it would make sense as to why he wasn't included. Still would be upset though.
Y'all remember how I said the Makotos is in the #5 spot because they like punching people in the face? Well, Yang is the queen of punching people in the face. She literally destroys people with her punches because she has a shotgun bracelet. Like, seriously, the weapons in RWBY is fantastic. They all have weapons that transform into some sort of gun, and shotgun bracelets are epic. I mean, you see how she destroyed Tifa. You see how she destroys almost everybody in the show. And when she gets beat up, she becomes stronger, ridiculously stronger. Like, that could be one of her supers in the game. She gets a power boost when her health gets low, or she can have like a super counter attack that just shows her powering up and she punches the shit out of you. But anyway, Yang will be a great character. I can picture the rush down right now, and it's wonderful.
Alright, due to the nature of this game, this one is going to be pretty weird to say and a little bit more weird to explain. But my fourth pick, my Natsune, is pretty much a footsie based character. I know, footsies in BlazBlue, I know. Now let me stop. But anyway, she's pretty balanced in the case that her spear has really good range. It can be converted into crazy damage. She's nuts in the corner, and she's like a really good pick up and play type of character. Even though she can be very mix up based, her true potential lies in the people who actually know what they're doing. That way you can find new ways to use her. But her downside to being balanced is that she won't really excel in a single area. She'll just pretty much be the same in all areas. Now, with my being added, can we stop all the comments and all the remarks about her once being a boy that got turned into a girl? Can we stop? It's been a while. Can we stop now? Jesus!
Alright, so I forgot to add an honorable mention, but even if I didn't forget, I still wouldn't have anybody. And apparently, Rizzy doesn't have anything either, so, Slick, you can cover this one.
It's kind of funny how I'm the only one with an honorable mention, but my honorable mention is Crow because he has a sword scythe. That's like the coolest weapon ever. And it also is a gun somewhere. Because it's RWBY. They have guns in all their weapons. Except for John. You suck.
The character I want most in this game is Naoto. And that's all I'm saying.
My #1 on this list is Mercury Black. He kicks people, and he shoots people with his feet. Enough said. Taekwondo for life.
Now, my #1 choice for BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle goes to none other than S from BlazBlue Central Fiction. Now, admittedly, I hate her design. That particular style is definitely not one that I would be initially drawn to. Also, I know nothing about S from her previous game. I don't even remember the name of the previous game. But I found her playstyle to be extremely fun, and it fits me very well. She can go from close range to mid range. Hell, with her projectile, she can even zone every now and again. It also helps that her charge move pretty much gave her a buff to certain attacks, so it gave you a lot more combo possibilities. Like, all in all, she was a really fun character. One that I was really unfamiliar with, but I'm glad I actually tried because she became my favorite character in that game. Hell, probably my favorite character that would be in a BlazBlue series if she was actually a regular. But that's pretty much all I can say about her. Also want to reiterate the fact that I hate her design. She's like a 5-year-old robot in an 18-year-old's body with boobs of a 25-year-old. Speaking of boobs, really starting to see a pattern in these character choices. Screw it, I regret nothing.
As I was reviewing our lists, I realized that there was a sort of mutual understanding in all of our lists. It was that collectively, Yang is number 1 due to the fact that all of our list had her in it, and Naoto is number 2 from me and Rizzy being the only people with her on the list. That's about it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed our collaborative effort. I really appreciated Slick and Rizzy assisting me in making the list and saying their feelings regarding on the characters they wanted. Anything you guys want to say? Talking as if we're right next to each other as opposed to this just being audio inputted later?
So yeah, this has definitely been a lot of fun. I want to thank Insavian for having us. Thank everyone who watched, and I hope you all enjoyed. You can find me on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. All Ignant Rizzy. Just Ignant Rizzy all across the boards. And yeah, it's Rizzy, and I'm out. Later.
Yeah, thanks everybody for watching. This was pretty fun. We should do more collabs more often because honestly, we have a lot of free time. We spend a lot on Discord talking to each other, but we never make nothing of it. So we should honestly do more videos like this. It was fun. But anyway, it was your boy Slick. Check me out on YouTube, Slicktactics, and on Twitch, the Slickest of Tactics. I did my Blaze Blue only list on my channel, so you can go ahead and check that out. But until next time, it's your boy Slick. See ya.
Thank you for your time, and we'll be seeing ya.